one of the important stuff about zero trust is trust no one. That means that any user who belongs to an organization, when they are accessing their apps inside the network or coming from home or hotel, they needs to be an element of zero trust, so that when they access applications, their identity is verified, their context is verified, and instead of connecting them to network, there is a direct connection between user to the application. Network just becomes a transport, it should not participate in the trust factor. And zero trust is not only about users. You need to do zero trust for your OT environment, for IoT environment. uh, PSUs handle a lot of critical infrastructure today, and we are seeing a lot of attacks on the critical infrastructure of India. And zero trust is one of the most relevant technology that can help prevent all these attacks, because the moment you put applications behind zero trust, your applications are just hidden. If no one can see them, no one can attack them. One thing that organizations have to understand: doing zero trust with legacy technology is not possible, because legacy technology was all about protecting the network. So you create network and you protect it, right? Castle and moat kind of model. While zero trust is all about connecting source entity, user or OT, to the application. Network just becomes irrelevant, right? When it comes to PSUs, it is important to understand this difference between legacy way of doing things and the zero trust way of doing things. Adaptation to this change is in fact very easy. Though zero trust is a heavy word, adaptation is very easy. With Zscaler, you just deploy a small agent on user device, or you just put a small router in front of your OT devices and let them connect to zero trust exchange. Zero trust exchange is nothing but like a switchboard. It makes sure that the source entity, user or OT, when it is connecting to destination, it connects and terminates the connection at zero trust exchange. Then zero trust exchange would ensure that user identity, the connection context from where you are coming from and where you are going and what data you are carrying is trustworthy, and then you allow only further connection. So for internet, we just do a full proxy, doing 100% SSL inspection at scale, and doing entire security, reading the data, so that nothing good goes out, which is DLP, and nothing bad comes in, which is the malicious actors trying to infect the organization's endpoints. When it comes to private applications, instead of creating network to network connectivity between our Zscaler platform, we call it as Zero Trust Exchange, and the data center, instead of creating a network to network connectivity, we put a app connector, a small piece of software in front of your application, and they make inside out connection to zero trust exchange, which are demand based. So it essentially is a per user, per application, two-way encrypted tunnel. So no one can see into that data connection, even if they are happening on media like internet. So we do a lot of things. One thing is definitely protecting the private applications, which is the zero trust connectivity to private applications. Another good thing that we are doing now is, since we are sitting in between each and every connection that goes through our exchange, we are today processing about 500 trillion transactions on our cloud. So we have huge amount of data, right? Using that data, we have created a data fabric, AI based modeling, and we are able to do lot of things in risk assessment, right? So something like breach predictor. Before a breach happens at an organization, looking at the signals in the organization, mapping it to our AI model, we'll be able to tell you that there are certain chances of this kind of breach to happen in your organization. So breach prediction is one of the important aspect. And then we are doing risk 360, where we are able to gather a lot of signals across your organization and find out what you are doing in terms of risk quantification, right? So these are few things that we are doing from risk perspective and AI perspective. Very simple, right? You start with the basics. So, and that basics is attack at low hanging fruits first, protect your users, connecting the applications, because users are the most vulnerable. Once you have onboarded on the journey of this zero trust, once you start this baby step, right, then you can extend this zero trust model to your devices. So three pronged strategy, I call it. First, you protect all your user to internet communication. Then you make all your applications hidden using zero trust technology. And when you make those applications hidden, don't do it just for your remote users, do implement zero trust on-prem also. The notion of network has to be broken at on-prem also. We can't live in a trusted castle. So once you have achieved this two steps, which is user to internet and user to private application, then you look at the data protection also. And when you're looking at data protection, make sure that the solution that you're using does not have prerequisites like data classification, right? General notion in industry is I can't protect the data until unless I know it. So data classification is very important. And most organizations today are stuck at data classification. So you need a engine, which Zscaler in fact is, which uses AI to do data classification automatically. You can start doing data protection from day zero with AI engine, and that AI engine will then help you identify the data and make your data protection journey more smoother. So three pronged approach. These are not three steps. You can do all that in parallel as well.